Welcome back to another Q&A on life purpose. So this question comes from someone who says she self-identifies as a helper, someone who loves to help people, um, and she feels best when she's helping others, but is helping a broad category, and how can she get more um, specific and more narrowed in her focus of her life purpose. So, I'm going to answer this question in a couple of different ways. The first is that we're all here to support one another because the overarching life purpose that we all have is to love one another, to love ourselves and to love each other and support each other's journey. And we feel best when we are helping other people because then we begin to feel a sense of value and worth in who we are and the fact that we are here and making a difference in the world. Right? Like that's the only reason why you would even be asking the question about life purpose. And people help one another in different ways. We all are differently abled and differently gifted in how we support one another. So, like I said in my videos yesterday, um, my superpowers are writing, teaching, coaching, and speaking. These are the ways in which I provide the maximum amount of value to people who work with me, who are in my space, who come to me for healing, all kinds of things. Some people are nurses, some are chefs, some are teachers, some are mothers, some are electricians, some are plumbers. We are all differently abled and differently gifted, so we help each other using our unique gifts, talents, and abilities. But helping is such a broad way to speak about what we do, so we can't really go around saying my purpose is to help others because everyone's purpose is to help others, just as everyone's purpose is to love other people as much as they love themselves. So we need to find what it is that we are good at and what lights us up. Usually, when people are empaths and sensitives and think about helping other people, they leave themselves out of the equation. They don't think about how do I like to help others? What brings me joy? Most times, empaths and people who are helpful, who are geared towards making a difference in other people's lives, think about other people, but they often leave themselves out of the equation. So I invite you to ask the question, what is fun for you to do? Where do you find that you're on the flow? What is it you're doing when you feel that time just almost stands still? 3 hours have gone by and you didn't even know that time had passed. It's when you begin to identify those things that you know where your sweet spot is. So for me, that is when I'm teaching, when I'm coaching, when I'm writing. These are things where I feel absolutely in the flow. These are things I do almost naturally, organically. It's as easy as breathing to me. Hi, Denise. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Anna. Thank you for joining me live. So, these are the things that light me up. They're very easy for me to do, they come to me naturally. I could spend a lot of time doing it and it energizes me, it doesn't drain me. So, you have to think about what is it that you do which is very easy for you to do. And you might want to ask people who know you well, your family, your friends, people who come to you for the thing that they need help with. What's that for you? Like, do people come to you when they need help with organization? Do people come to you when they need new recipes? Do people come to you when they're looking for advice about something? So, what are your superpowers? What are your gifts? What are your special skills? That's what you need to get clear about. And then using those skills to make a difference means you end up feeling good about what you're doing, and the people that you help are served in a more efficient way. So that's the perfect marriage of where your gift meets someone else's need. So it's easy for you to do. It lights you up. It increases the flow of energy in your body, mind, and spirit, and it creates incredible value in the other person's life. So that's the best intersection, your gift where it meets the need of the world. And when you choose to help in that specific, that particular way, then it's a win-win, right? Because you're having so much fun and the people you're helping are deriving incredible value because you showed up for your gift. So this is something we have a lot of fun doing in my programs, where I guide people on a process called Passion Quest. How to find out what it is that you love to do, where your passions lie. And this is incredibly useful before you even start crafting your life purpose statement, which is another thing we do in my programs. I help women craft their life purpose, but there are several steps that happen before that. And one of the steps is to identify your passions, because you could be someone who likes to do a lot of things, and then you get confused about, oh, I like all these things. I don't know where I'm meant to put my focus on, right? So if you're one of those people, know that you get to keep all your passions, but for the purposes of being useful and making it relevant in the world, it's necessary to hone in on what you really, really enjoy doing and how you can bring value to the world, to the people you're meant to serve, using that particular gift. So that's the best explanation I can offer to answer the question. I love to help people, but is that too broad a definition? How can I narrow my focus and find ways in which I can bring value to other people? So I hope this answer was useful to you. If you need any clarifications, let me know. If you have a question or comment, drop it below the video. I'll come back and read it later. So this wraps up our life purpose Q&A session for this week. I will be doing something a little different next week. I'll keep you posted. But if you follow my page, if you like my page, then you will keep getting notified when I go live. And that's the best way to stay tuned to all my teaching videos, stuff I do here. I post here. I'm very active on this page, as you know, if you've been following me for a while. So thank you again for watching, and I hope you have a beautiful weekend. Stay healthy, stay safe, and do something fun for yourself. Talk to you next week. Bye-bye.